welcome back, guys. Right, okay, it is part two, the Steelbooks. This is actually done on a different day. I did actually film it before, but it was absolutely rubbish. So I'm doing it again, and this time I'm prepared. I've got steps, so I can actually get to the one at the top now properly without stretching my arm out. And we'll go through them then, shall we? You've probably seen the first cabinet one I've done, so thank you very much for coming back and seeing part two of my trilogy, The Empire Strikes Back. So let's get on with it. Right, steps. Oh, so much easier now. I don't have to stretch my arms. Fucking hell, what a difference. Right, let's get on with it then. Room 1408, yeah, do you remember that? John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson. Really good film. This is a German steelbook. Really nice, by the way. It's sort of debossed keyhole and a sort of distressed, sort of rusty look about it. I got this from Germany. It's a director's cut. It's during the days when steelbooks weren't so great. On the back it's rubbish. They don't have inside artwork. They just have really good front artwork, but then they have the blue band across the top. Good movie though, really enjoyed it. All set in one room, and it's sort of like a Twilight Zone episode, but stretched out a bit longer. And it's just what worse a thing that can keep happening to him. And they just get worse and worse in the room as it goes along. Fantastic movie, really recommend it. You must watch it. Right, okay, we got the Alien Anthology, which is obviously all the 4 Alien films, although now going to do Alien 5. I guess Alien 3 and 4 are sort of redundant. Good. Don't blame them. Wasn't really a fan of them anyway. This one's actually got the... what's it? Tom Skerritt's autograph on the back. He's a bit of a moody fucker, I don't know. Who played Dallas in Alien. So that's nice. I've actually got that, so it makes it a little bit more special for me. What else we got? American Werewolf in London, one of my favourite all-time horror films. Best werewolf film, in my opinion, that's ever made. Made in the mid-80s, fantastic film. Really enjoyed it. Set in London. Good comedy, good puppeteering. Great opening first 15 minutes on the moors. I really enjoyed that bit, and the Slaughtered Lamb pub. Cheesy as hell, but really enjoyed that. Good English cast as well. Gorgeous Jamie Agatha in it as well. Classic movie. What else we got? Armageddon. Emily is one of my... I really adore this film. It's just one of them just sweet films. This is a kimchi steelbook, which for some reason never been out on a steelbook, so that's why I spent a little bit extra to get hold of it, because it comes with all these extras and the little cars and stuff inside and the holographic front and stuff. Really enjoyed that. Good French movie, subtitles but all the same, fantastic. First Avengers film, much better than the second one, I have to say. Kind of disappointed with the second one, a little bit deflated. I really expected it to be my film of the year, but no, not so good. First one, fantastic. Couple of Battlefield films, they're not that great really. Battleship and Battle Los Angeles. I don't know why I've still got them both, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe that good action fun. Big Trouble in Little China, one of my favourite John Carpenter films, along with The Fog, Prince of Darkness, Halloween, etc. You know, he'd done so many good films in the 80s. He was on a roll, that guy. Escape from New York. Brilliant. Good fun. Kurt Russell as well, one of his favourite actors that appeared in lots of his films. Really good, sort of clumsy hero. He's just so clumsy. This was on TV the other night and I had to watch it again. It was Black Hawk Down. Excellent action war movie. Massive all-star cast in this. I couldn't name them all. There's so many of them. And then when I watched it again last night, I recognised 2 more. The guy who plays Jaime from Game of Thrones. I didn't know he was in it. And there was another chap also I noticed that was in it. I can't remember his name now, but I thought, wow, another 2 stars. He's just got such a huge cast. It's unbelievable. What a great film. Great action. Black Rain, one of my favourite Ridley Scott films, set in Japan, made in the, I think about 1987, 1988, against the Yakuza. Michael Douglas as the star, along with Andy Garcia. Brilliant movie. Really good. Close to my heart. Great action. Ridley Scott at his best. 2 Blade films. I haven't bothered with the third one because it's so appalling, but Blade 1, amazed when I saw that the first time. Blade 2, Guillermo del Toro film. Brilliant, brilliant. What an director. What a great movie. Some of the best action films ever made, so you can imagine why I'm looking forward to the next Bourne film by Matt Damon coming out, the 4th one. Let's all forget about the Bourne Legacy because that was so bad. But all 3 of these I love. What was your favourite one out of the 3? I like the Bourne Identity, just because it feels more of a complete film and a happier ending on it than the other 2. But all 3 of them together, fantastic. That was an American version of Brave, Pixar movie. Captain America's weren't very keen on the first one. The second one, fantastic. What a movie. Probably might have been my best film of last year. I don't know. It's pretty close. Captain Phillips was a fantastic hijacking film. True stories of these hijackers on the coast of Africa trying to take the loot from this oil tanker. And Tom Hanks is the captain of it. Really real to life. Great movie. Really enjoyed it. We'll drop by and watch that again sometime. 2 Clash of the Titans film, not including the original one made in the mid-80s, which was still the best. They're not great movies, but they offer a lot of entertainment value and rewatch value, which is why I've got them, and I just love the Medusa sort of hero villain. Collateral, one of my film of the year when it came out, and one of my favourite Tom Cruise films. Just brilliantly shot. Jamie Foxx's excellent character in it. Tom Cruise, it's nice to see him as a bad guy for a change, and he really worked it off well. You can see there's darkness in him, and you're not sure what he's going to do. You're going to root for him, then you're against him. But brilliant film. Well, we got Commando. Not the director's cut, didn't bother with that. I don't know why. Is it worth getting the director's cut? Is there a lot more in it that's actually worthy of actually being in the movie? I don't know. But it's one of my favourite Schwarzenegger films, along with quite a few others. Running Man, obviously Predator's fantastic. But Commando, there you go. Awesome stuff. Conjuring, James Wan. Brilliant. One of my favourite horror directors because I love Dead Silence. I loved Insidious 1 and 2. Saw was very good, and Death Sentence that he made as well. Brilliant. It's just really tense. He's just really good at giving you tense moments without cheesy jump scares. What else we got? Cowboys and Aliens was a good Daniel Craig film. It wasn't great, but it was different. Cowboys and then all of a sudden aliens appear, and Harrison Ford was in this. Olivia Wilde. It's gorgeous, and I really enjoyed it myself. It's not the best film, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was great fun. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, one of them great kung fu films during the same time as Hero and House of Flying Daggers, etc. Brilliant film, the Green Destiny sword in it. What else have we got along here? Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, Drag Me to Hell was a really good film. Drive, Ryan Gosling, this is the first HMV one they made. I think there's so many Steelbooks of Drive now. Obviously I only want the one. I'm not going to keep re-dipping with different Steelbooks just because the art's different. Really good film. I love the first 10-minute intro. He's a great character and he's quiet, but you really root for him, especially at the very end. You're so glad that he actually made it. Edge of Tomorrow's another Tom Cruise film. Elysium, another one of Blomkamp films. Not as good as District 9. Very similar to District 9. Chappie, very disappointed with that one though. Came out and there's a giant bunny rabbit. Alright, let's get down a step. Oh, that's better. Right, okay, so we got the remake of Evil Dead. Unfortunately, for some reason, I do have them on DVD, but I don't have the original Evil Dead trilogy. Oh, no, it's terrible on that. Empire of the Sun, really enjoyed this film. Steven Spielberg film, one of his better ones. Christian Bale, young. It's just brilliant. He's just stranded. He loses his parents trying to get out of the country, and he lands up winding up with these other people like John Malkovich, and he just goes through different adventures all the time, and you really feel sorry for him because you don't know what he's going to do, what's going to happen. Brilliant movie. You've got to watch it. It's an epic movie. It's got a great soundtrack to it as well. There are other stars in it, like Nigel Havers appeared in this, Miranda Richardson as well. Really good movie, really atmospheric as well. Shot brilliantly. Don't Talk Feel is Enter the Dragon. My favourite Bruce Lee film. The guy's a star of the making and legend. Some people might like Big Boss, some people might like Way of the Dragon. For me, Enter the Dragon, still my favourite. I've watched this film so many times. every 6 months I seem to watch this movie, and I appreciate it every single time like it's a new movie again. Brilliant. Bullshit, Mr. Handman. E.T., everyone loves a bit of E.T. Ex Machina, that one's one of my newest ones that came out. Really like the back of that with the debossing of Ava, and there she is. Very conniving, manipulative sort of bitch she was in this film. Very good movie. 3 characters in the movie, 3 strong characters, and they sort of reveal themselves slowly during the movie. You get to know little bits about each one until it comes to the end. Really good movie. Beautiful Steelbook, might I? Don't get many white ones nowadays. Exodus, a little bit disappointing with that. It's a Ridley Scott film. Then we've got the Fast and Furious films, which I've done in a recent video, all 6 of them, and the 7th one, obviously. It's more the same, really, when I saw that movie, and yeah, that's on order. Fifth Element, really enjoyed that film. Luc Besson at his best. Just a crazy fashion show, sort of brilliant sci-fi film with the cities and the wild sort of clothing. It's not a very dark film, but it's a great fun entertainment film. It's got a huge rewatch value. Gary Oldman's fantastic sort of bad character in this as well, and Mila Jovovich. One of the first times I really saw her in a movie actually was this one with the orange hair. Really, really good. 47 Ronin's the Keanu Reeves, a little bit disappointed with that. Beautiful Steelbook, might add, but not as good as suggested in the trailers. A bit disappointed. Frighteners, amazing Michael J. Fox film. One of the best and one of the only sort of films that he sort of released right near the end that I really, really enjoyed. Good stuff. Shot in New Zealand, Peter Jackson, I believe. Ghostbusters, really not looking forward to the remake. I might just be happy just sticking with the original, to be honest. I'll watch the remake, but I probably can see myself not buying it because it's just not that good. Right, Gladiator, one of my all-time best, probably my top 10 best ever films. This is one of the original first Steelbooks that come out, and you can see because it's got the rating symbols on it. It's got the blue border along the top. It's not really got much artwork on it. Amazing film, won't stop anything. It's the director's cut as well as the original. Gravity, really, really good film. Real shock of a film. Really feel for it, atmospheric, stuck out. Another one of them stuck out there. You got rooting for all the things that keep going wrong. Great movie. Great Escape, one of the all-time best World War II films. You can't deny it. It's absolutely fantastic. The Guest was I really enjoyed this. It's out of nowhere, this film, and I didn't even watch it. But just accidentally had it on, and then I just started watching the whole film, and then I ended up buying it. It's also got that up-and-coming star Manique Monroe in it as well, which you will see her in more movies in the future. And she was, I say, in It Follows, horror film which just been released. Guardians of the Galaxy, a fantastic movie, one of my favourite films of last year. Really, really enjoyed that. Not so keen on the Steelbook. I don't really, the cassette deck thing didn't really work for me. Halloween, John Carpenter, the original, and the best Halloween film ever made in my opinion. Hangover trilogy, yes, the second one's exactly the same as the first. The third one's nowhere near as good as the other 2. But I still love them. I love the characters, and I just find it really funny. It's just good adult humour, fun films. But the first one, fantastic. What else we got? Hannah, Heat, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in a film together for the first time. Val Kilmer stars in it too. Fantastic. Hellraiser 1 to 3, Hellboys 1 and 2. Brilliant movies. Guillermo del Toro again. I just still don't know if I like the first or the second one better. Maybe they're just as good as one another. Cult 80s film. The original Highlander. So many things came after that to do with Highlander, but the original with the Queen soundtrack is still one of the best. The effects may be rotten now, but it's still one of the best films. Christopher Lambert was brilliant in it, and the idea of the immortals and chopping their heads off and all of that, it just works really, really well. Great movie. Got the Hunger Games. Are you like me? You're really annoyed that when they brought out the third Hunger Games Steelbook, it has no title along the side of it. It's just blank. Ridiculous. What was that about? Hobbit extended versions 1 and 2, House of Flying Daggers, I, Robot, my favourite ever Will Smith film. Really enjoyed that. Great film. I Am Legend sitting next to it. Not as good. What else have we got that's worthy of a speak? Iron Man, the first one, much better than the other two, and probably the first. Was it the first sort of Marvel film that came out when they all started off? I think Iron Man was the first one that started it all. And John Wick, I got this from Germany. This is one of the newest steelbooks I only got this one a few weeks back. Really, really good movie. It's good to see Keanu Reeves. I do like Keanu Reeves, despite his acting bad. He picks good movies. I don't know why, but his movies are good. I really, really enjoy them every single time. I can't help it. John, it's just a great movie. So many headshots, so much action in this. It's a simple story, but he's a hitman that's retired. He comes back because someone done something to him, and everyone knows him. It's like a syndicate, and they've all got respect for him. So this is, I don't want to spoil it, but I really recommend you watch that. Okay, what else? Well, Jim Anders is just a lovely, lucky, gorgeous steelbook. The effects look a little ropey nowadays. Jurassic Parks, we saw the trailer. I've done the video on that recently. Kill Bill, so many flavours of this steelbook come out, but I came up with the Canada one of the first ones that come out, because I really do enjoy the artwork on both of them, so I went for those versions of volume 1 and 2. Kingdom of Heaven, the director's cut, is a must for anyone who likes epic movies. Fantastic, as is the King Kong. Last Samurai, one of my all-time favourite Tom Cruise films. Really, really good story. Another epic movie with some very, very good characters. Some fantastic samurai action film, set beautifully back in the days of Japan at its scariest. Leon, one of my all-time best ever movies. This film is brilliant. This is the Kimchi steelbook version of it, which I did do a review on. Natalie Portman, first time I ever saw her in a film as well, and didn't she grow up to be a massive star ever since then? Thanks to John Reno as the simple hitman. What a movie. I was really not expecting that. Plus, Gary Oldman again. What a villain. One of the best villains ever I've seen in a movie. Life of Pi, I actually like Life of Pi. I know it's all set in a boat, but it's a film out of nowhere. I thought, what's this Life of Pi thing about? Keep putting a lot of promotion on TV about it. Absolutely loved it. Fantastic. Life Force, cheesy 80s sci-fi horror. Really, really enjoyed it. Liverson, that wasn't bad either. I kind of enjoyed that film. That was much better than I thought it was going to be. Man of Fire, best Denzel Washington film for me. Just a great story. It just reminds me a lot of Equalizer that he made. That it starts off very slow and it just builds up, and it gets better and better as the film goes along. And by the end, it's like, wow, you're really rooting for the guy. Matrix trilogy, even though the first one was really the only one that was really most memorable. The others are very disappointing, especially the third one. But everyone should have the Matrix, because the Matrix, it's probably one of the best sci-fi action films ever made, and groundbreaking for its stop motion capture action scene. Mission Impossible's I'm really looking forward to the fifth one. Fourth one is my favourite actually out of all the Mission Impossibles. The only one I wasn't keen on was number 2. Minority Report, again another great Tom Cruise film. I'm not, he's not my biggest favourite star, but he does films I enjoy and I can't help it. And there's another one, Oblivion, another one that I really enjoyed, by Tom Cruise as well. What can I say? I'm just not a huge fan of him, but yeah, he does it for me. We got The Nightmare Before Christmas, which was good fun. 9, I like that. That's a good movie. It's a short movie. It could have been longer, but and it's different. But I really enjoyed that. Elijah Wood as the voice in that movie. What else we got? Perfume, A Story of Murder. This is the only version, the Kimchi one, that you can get on a steelbook, and again I paid quite a bit of money for it, but really enjoyed it, and I wanted to own it because I had it on DVD and I wanted an upgrade. Pirates of the Caribbean, this is my best ever steelbook for me. I just love, sorry about the reflections a lot, I just love the artwork on this, The Curse of the Black Pearl. So the best Pirates of the Caribbean film as well. Second and third one wasn't that keen on. Fourth one wasn't bad. What else have we got? Polar Express. We've got Arnie and Predator, best Arnold Schwarzenegger film for me. I love this film. This is the first ever Steelbook one that came out. I think it was through Play, I'm not sure, can't remember. Predators next to it, Prometheus. I like that. I thought it was a good film actually. Everyone wanted it because they wanted to see the xenomorph aliens in it, and they weren't in it. It's the engineers, but it didn't spoil it for me. I thought it was a good film, especially if you're second viewing and you know what you're sort of going in for in the first place. The Raid, really good action film. Reminds me of Dread. Up one floor, down one floor, trying to survive, can't get out. There's snipers everywhere. Brilliant action, really violent. Fantastic movie, loved it to death. Then you got the Resident Evil films. Not the best movies, but they are great action fun, I have to say. Which is why so many people admit that they're not great, but they all own them. we got RoboCop, brilliant. But Paul Verhoeven, he just don't do films anymore, does he? But I did like Total Recall, the Schwarzenegger version, and obviously RoboCop was iconic. Saving Private Ryan, one of my favourite war films of all time. Seven, brutal film. It's still one of the best serial killer type movies that's ever been made for me. Absolutely loved it. Scream, I hope to get Nev Campbell to sign that in a couple of weeks' time when I go to Comic Con. I should say a week's time, depending on when I actually put this onto my website. I've already got Scream 4 with Hayden Panettiere's signature on the front of that one. That's the only reason why I've got it. I don't think it's that good a film, to be honest. What else have we got down here? Ugh. Right, okay, so we've got a couple of Sherlock Holmes films, a very bad Silent Hill film which I'm going to have to get rid of. Sleepy Hollow, favourite Tim Burton film, just edges it over Batman for me. Tim Burton is brilliant at fantasy, dark, gothic horror, and this is everything I wanted from a film. Brilliant, favourite Johnny Depp film. Stargate, classic film in the early 90s. Sucker Punch, love this film. Special effects, action, strange story, it's got it all. 300, I'm not so keen on the second one, but the first one was very, very good. Taken, what a film. I refused to buy Taken 3. I shouldn't really own Taken 2, but it's not too bad. It's just 3, it's so bad. Terminator, this sort of sold out so quickly. I remember when I got hold of this one, all of a sudden it just sold out just like that. And obviously I've got all the other Terminator films as well, the German Terminator 3, Terminator 2, the UK one, and Terminator Salvation. Then we got the original Thing. Everyone should know that there is awful artwork, though, I have to say. What was going on there? And you got a couple of the Thor movies, the HMV one of the first Steelbooks I bought as well. Didn't know it would become so popular, the Marvel films. What else have we got down here? Transformer films, I'm quite tempted to sort of sell all 4 of them, really. I'm kind of disappointed with them. Tron, Troy, another epic movie. And then we've got a couple of the Underworld films, such as Underworld Awakening. Not bad movie, it's okay. Special V for Vendetta. I love this movie. V for Vendetta, what a great movie. Great action scenes. I think the Wachowskis were involved in that as well, actually, with some of the knife action fights as well. Brilliant stuff. Well, we got Watchmen, that's courtesy of Tread Placer, gave me that one a long time back. Brilliant. I like that movie. Didn't do very well, sadly. That's why there was no sequel. What else have we got here? Willow is a classic 80s movie. There's a Simon Pegg at World's End there. That one's got no binder. Right, it's was it White House Down or something or other. And then the last ones, World War Z, big surprise for me. Brad Pitt, I'm not the hugest fan of him. I don't think his acting's that great, especially in Troy. But this movie, he was very good in it, and it's a very good movie as well. Wolverine, the samurai version. I love this one with the Accuser. It's one of my favourite X-Men films. X-Men First Class. There's the X-Men Days of Future Past, and I'll get to it in a minute. X-Files as well, but the Days of Future Past, this is the road cut one. This has just arrived in the post today, so we're actually going to get a bit of Anna Paquin back in it, when she should never have not been in it in the first place, apart from like a couple of seconds. So I look forward to watching that and seeing what differences there are. I mean, magazines do say what the differences are. I like to just view it for myself and see what I think of it, and hopefully it won't be too bad. But there you go, guys. That's a very quick shot rundown of the Steelbooks that I still have. The Disney ones, I think I've got about 12 to 15 of them, but they're upstairs in the house, so I'm not going to actually show them. I think this video's gone on long enough and bored you more than long enough. So there we go. Next time I will show you my video of my box sets, which are in the other cabinet. But till then, I hope this one kept you happy and safe for the last 15 minutes and you enjoyed it. Leave your comments as always, and I hope to hear from you soon. Okay guys, take it easy. Cheers.